Last, for this section, we have the definitive textbook on compiler construction, known everywhere as the Dragon Book. Compilers, Principles, Techniques, and Tools by Aho, Lam, Sethi, and Ullman.
The classic green dragon, purple dragon, depending on the edition.
Right. It gives this comprehensive overview of how source code gets translated into machine code.
So it's a great question. Why read a book about compilers now in the age of AI, especially with so many interpreted languages like Python being used?
Yeah, why bother?
The answer is that every single high-performance AML framework, whether it's TensorFlow, PyTorch, JAX, they all rely on their own sophisticated compilation stack internally. Understanding compiler principles gives you deep insight into how these frameworks actually achieve their incredible performance, from code optimization techniques like loop unrolling.
Doing more work per loop iteration.
Right. To the central concept of intermediate representations, or IRs. These are the abstract forms of code that compilers use internally before generating the final machine code. MLIR, for instance, is a modern multi-level IR used heavily in AI compilers today.
So knowing this helps you write better code even in Python.
Absolutely. An engineer who understands compiler principles can write Python or even JavaScript code that is JIT friendly, meaning it runs much faster because the just-in-time compiler can optimize it more effectively behind the scenes. You understand what patterns the compiler likes.
I could already hear some people saying, okay, but it's outdated or it's too theoretical because let's face it, most of us will never write a full compiler from scratch.
True, you probably won't.
So why invest that depth?
The value isn't necessarily in handwriting parsers, you're right. It's about understanding the underlying principles that make modern language runtimes work. Think about JavaScript's V8 engine with its JIT compilers. In your daily engineering, imagine optimizing an AI model for inference speed. You might use a specialized compiler tool like NVIDIA's Tensor. An engineer without compiler knowledge might just treat this as a complete black box. Press the button, hope for the best. But you, understanding Dragon Book principles, TensorArt is building a data flow graph internally and performing optimizations like operator fusion. That's where multiple small operations get combined into a single, more efficient one.
Ah.
So if the results after compilation are incorrect, you can intelligently debug the process. You might suspect issues related to floating point precision changes during fusion, or maybe the fusion itself went wrong rather than just being completely baffled.
That makes sense. It gives you a mental model for debugging.
Exactly.
This expertise positions you right at that crucial intersection of AI models, software frameworks, and hardware, the absolute epicenter of performance optimization.
It really does.
It opens doors to highly specialized and probably quite lucrative roles in AI compiler development, performance engineering, maybe even hardware accelerator co-design. While AI can certainly assist in writing code, compiling that code efficiently for all the diverse hardware out there, that's becoming more complex, not less, making this foundational knowledge critical and, I'd argue, enduring.
Couldn't agree more. It's a deep skill.